Okay, let's see who's in that one here. Somebody said last name Chambers. Anyone here on behalf of Deborah Chambers?
I'm here, Your Honor, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Who's on the iPhone?
Rebre Walls.
There was somebody else on the iPhone. Who's the other individual on the iPhone? Can you unmute, ma'am? Yes, you have to unmute your device. You're muted, so I can't hear anything you're saying. Ma'am, can you unmute your device? Yeah, you're not unmuted. Try
Come on.
again. Okay, while she figures out how to unmute, who's the other person on the iPhone? Ma'am?
Sharpay.
You just lost. What's your full name?
Pruitt,
Thank you.
Sharpay Pruitt.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, and then the other lady on the iPhone, you have not unmuted your device, so I don't know what your name is. You have not unmuted your device. Have a microphone icon, ma'am, and you need to untap that so that it can unmute. Okay, there you go. And now her audio is not on. This is the name. Let's see. Okay, she's just stopped her. She stopped her audio altogether, and I'm just trying to confirm if this is Deborah Chambers or not. Okay. Dennis Childs. Anybody here for Dennis Childs? Anyone here on behalf of
Both attorneys on that matter are still in a breakout.
Childs? Okay. That's Zima and Williams. Okay, you share your audio screen for her because she's completely stopped her audio. Okay, who else is in the breakout room?
Should be just done by.
In the breakout room, whoever he was in there as well.
He was in the Cogan.
Aaron Roberts.
Yeah,
Okay. And then who is here on behalf of Michigan First Credit?
Wesley Neal on behalf of Michigan First, Your Honor.
Okay, can you start your video, please, sir? Okay, have you met with Mr. Roberts already?
Yes, we did speak.
Okay. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of Michigan First Credit Union versus Aaron Roberts, file number 21-00849 GCE. Can I have your appearance, counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Wesley on behalf of Michigan First Credit Union, P number 80307.
Thank you. And then Mr. Roberts is present via Zoom. State your name for the record, Mr. Roberts.
Aaron Roberts.
Okay, Mr. Roberts, do you have an attorney?
No,
Oh, today's the 17th, huh? Okay, today was the date that was set for a hearing on a motion to set aside order of installment payments. Parties have met privately. Did you come to an agreement on how this was going to be resolved?
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we're need to proceed with the motions.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so the plaintiff requested the installment payments to be set aside. It said that then it was at $1,500 behind, or is it $500 at the time the motion was filed?
$1,500, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. And Mr. Roberts, you're objecting to that?
actually, I spoke to him in a breakout room, and I think he needs to get approval. I believe he said he needed to get approval for something we just spoke about. I was going to put some money down and then make a payment to pay off the rest. But I believe we have to talk about that.
Okay, well, he just indicated to the court that he's not come to that agreement. So today we're resolving the motion to set aside the installment. And so you're behind $1,500 at minimum at this point, is that correct?
I don't believe so. The reason I quit making the payments in the first place was because I received a couple of phone calls from their attorney's office, and they stated that they hadn't received a few payments that I had already sent with a cashier's check. But I just spoke with the attorney in a breakout room. And, like I said, he said he needed to get approval. I don't know how I'm doing this here, to put a $4,000 down and then $100 a month for 35 months to pay off the rest. So I'm not really sure.
And I don't know if you've actually filed an actual objection. I have an email and said that you wanted a hearing, but there was nothing attached to it as to the basis of an objection.
Right.
Am I missing something, or is that correct?
No, that was correct. I wanted a hearing because initially I had asked somebody from their attorney or their law office to go back through the payments that I made to confirm that they were actually indeed receiving them. Because initially they told me that they hadn't received a payment from November, and this was in March when I spoke, a payment from November, payment from February, and payment from March. So I was concerned that they weren't receiving some of the money orders that I was sending. So I wanted her to go back through their records to see if they could find those. And then I never heard back from her. And then 30 days later, another gentleman called me, left me a message, and I called him back on 3 separate occasions and never heard back from him either. So that's what brings us here.
Okay, so Mr. Neal, is it accurate that you all are trying to work through another payment plan?
Your Honor, the situation is, having spoken with the defendant, there is a reconciliation of the outstanding amounts. He has made $2,100 in payments. He's still behind on payments. We had discussed making an alternative arrangement to settle the debt out once and for all. Unfortunately, that's outside of the guidelines for which the credit union is willing to accept. I'm going to try to negotiate with them later today to see if we can come to a resolution on that. But at this time, we do not have an agreement. We are asking that our motion be granted. The defendant's not able to bring the account current or continue to make payments at this time.
Good. So, Mr. Roberts, I recognize that it was your request to try to make an alternative arrangement, but as indicated by Mr. Neal, it's outside of the guidelines. You've not provided the court with any other reason to consider as to why it would be justified not to grant their order. It sounds like you have the money to have made the payments and you didn't make them. So I'm going to have to deny your objection to the extent that you filed one, and grant their request to set aside the installment order. That doesn't mean that you can't continue to try to negotiate a resolution with them outside of this. If that happens, they'll just need to, you all will both need to file something with the court, okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel? I can sign this order today.
No, Your Honor, thank you very much. You have a good morning.
Same to you. Question, that's what's happening here. Who just joined from an iPhone?
Yes, Susan Winters sent a message saying that her client is in labor and he's supposed to ask you if they can. What the scene is.
Okay, who's on the iPhone, sir?
My name is Michael Davis.
Okay. You renamed it as Michael Davis. Who's client?
It's the scene of the one from.
Clements? Who's the client that's in play? You mean the defendant's in play?
Yeah.
Ms. Winters,
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, was there, did you say someone was in labor?
Yes, Ms. Clemens, she's a beautiful woman who's going to have a baby today, it seems like. And she needs to get going.
I would agree. So let's see. You all can't see, but my court officer just got really excited because his wife is just about to have a baby in a couple of weeks too. So
I just was talking with her for 10 minutes. I had no idea that she was sitting there so pregnant. So
wow. Well,
congratulations,
to the
Ms.
court
Clemens.
officer. Yes, and congratulations to the court officer.
Yeah, congratulations to the court officer.
Congratulations to you, Mr. Bigelow.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Mr. and Mrs. Clements. So, Ms.
Thank you.
Winters, are you requesting to reset this?
Your Honor, I have no problem with the court setting aside the judgment as to Jamal Clemens. He filed a timely answer with his wife, and my office and the court, we did not see that the answer was joint. And so I do ask if the court could set aside the judgment as to him and accept the answer that was filed by both parties to the case, and we can proceed forward. We've had a discussion and I need to get in touch with my client. So if the court would adjourn this, that would be great. Or if the court wants to move forward with dates for a pretrial, that would be fine. Just let us know what it is that you would like to do.
Okay, I'm gonna set aside the default as to Mr. Bryant. And then, I'm sorry, Mr. Clements. And then the civil department will set this for a pretrial. Actually, I'm gonna set it for a pretrial myself. For both the Clements. Yeah, what? Correct. Are you okay with me setting it out 60 days?
That'd be great, Your Honor.
Okay.
October 19th.
October 19th at 8:30. And that'll be via Zoom, okay?
Mr. and
If you-
Mrs. Clemens, did you
Yes,
hear
Your
that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, and so the pretrial, if you all engage off the record and come to a joint pretrial statement and file it, you don't need to appear for the pretrial.
terrific. We'll be in
Okay.
touch with each other.
Okay.
Okay, any additional matters while you're here?
Not on our end. No, no, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. Hope you have a healthy, safe delivery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best
Thank you,
of
Ms.
luck.
Winter.
Take care,
Thank you,
everybody.
Ms.
Have a great
Winters.
summer.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, I don't see this, whoever this person is on the iPhone, I can't confirm if they're Deborah Chambers or not because they won't start their audio. So at this point, I don't want to keep people waiting. We're on the record in the matter of Asset Acceptance LLC versus Deborah Chambers. The file number is 11-01985GCE. Can I have your parents' counsel?
Yeah, morning, Your Honor. William Hill, P. 28608, appearing as coverage counsel on behalf of Asset Acceptance.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for a motion. It was a motion filed by Ms. Chambers. It looks like there was a request for her to reduce, or it says cancel the debt due to 10 years of payment and hardship. This matter was scheduled for 8:30. It's 9:15. I've not had anyone check in and advise that they were here on behalf of Ms. Chambers. There is one individual here who has no audio started and has had some technical issues. But unless she later confirmed that that was her, I'm going to assume that Ms. Chambers has failed to appear. I'm not sure what the argument of 10 years mean. It looks like this was properly renewed.
You know, there was a judgment entered on August 24th, 2011. I don't know if it had been renewed. Okay, and I want to be honest with you about that. It should have been renewed in 2021 on August 24th.
Let's see here. Could someone give me ROA?
You know what, the way.
Okay, sounds good. Looks here like it was not renewed. I see that there was a motion that was filed for a renewal back on March 9, 2022 that I denied on April 14th. Because it was an untimely motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So assuming that I want to advise you that they did receive 2 payments from Ms. Chambers in December of 2021, okay, in the amount of $200. So perhaps her objections were based on the fact that the judgment had expired, giving her the benefit of the doubt. I couldn't really make out what she was saying in her motion, but the reference to the 10 years suggests that.
I'm not 100% sure what she's stating. Sounds like she's saying a couple of things, but overall that she's having a hardship removal of or is looking for a hardship removal of the debt. She says she paid on it with no resolve to reduce the amount from plaintiff, requesting the hardship to be totally canceled. If can't cancel, reduce the amount. The request to renew the judgment was denied, so I don't even know why we need this motion.
Okay. I'm just going to write up a report on that effect because they're reflecting that there was a judgment amount of $5,200, interest accrued at $6,400. They were saying that the balance due was still $4,600, but if the judgment has expired and the court has denied the motion to renew, there is no more payments due.
That's correct.
There are no more. Okay.
Okay, so that if you would write up a report, then that should be able to resolve it, and hopefully Ms. Chambers will at some point get in contact with the court and we can advise her of this as well.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
Okay, is Dennis Child still in the breakout room? Okay, they look like they are. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of Midland Credit Management versus Ann Marzette Armstrong, file number 22-00679 GC, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Truba appearing on behalf of plaintiff Midland Credit Management.
Thank you. And is it Marzette Armstrong? Anika is how you pronounce it?
That is correct.
Okay, how are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing well.
Okay, it looks like we did get a pretrial statement here from the plaintiff. Were you all able to discuss this pretrial statement together today?
We did, Your Honor. We actually resolved the case. If I could put the terms of the settlement on the record, Your Honor.
Please do.
Your Honor, the parties have agreed to a consent judgment with a total judgment balance of $1,877.64. The defendant has agreed to repay that in monthly installments of $80 starting September 28th, 2022, and continuing until the judgment is paid. While this installment payment plan is in effect, the plaintiff will not issue a periodic garnishment as long as those payments are made.
Okay, and Ms. Marzette Armstrong, is that accurate as to the understanding of your agreement to resolve this?
Yes, Your Honor. That is correct.
Okay, very good. Okay, and then Counsel, will you prepare a consent judgment for me to sign?
I will, Your Honor, if I could submit that under the 7-day rule.
That is correct. You can submit it to Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov. If Ms. Marzette Armstrong will give you permission to sign today, you can submit it today.
Ma'am, do I have permission to sign your name on the consent judgment?
I'm fine with that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Judgment will enter in the amount of $1,877.64. Payments and installments of $80 per month will begin as of next month, and no writ of garnishment will issue so long as you're making those monthly payments. Okay, ma'am?
Yes,
Do you have any questions at this time?
I do not. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm all set, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day to you both.
You as well.
We're on the record in the matter of American Express National versus Robert Seneca, file number 22-01230 GCE. Counsel appearance.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jason Brainerd on behalf of American Express National Bank.
Thank you. And I see Mr. Seneca is present. Are you represented by counsel today, Mr. Seneca?
I am not.
Okay, thank you. Today was the date that was set for a pretrial. Counsel, did you meet with him privately to either resolve the case or complete a pretrial statement?
Yes, we did, Your Honor, and we were unable to resolve at this time, but we did complete a pretrial statement and would respectfully request a scheduling order at this time.
Okay, the scheduling order will be sent out as soon as we receive the pretrial statement. If you have not submitted it, you can submit it to Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
Could you please state that again? I'm sorry, Your Honor. That email
No
address?
problem. Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
At lansingmi.gov. Okay. And if you could briefly, please, Your Honor, just place us back into a breakout room so I can get Mr. Steineker's contact information.
Absolutely, we'll do that at this time. And you might already be in the breakout room, which means you just need to return. You're in room 3. So you would just go back to breakout room and then you'll see yourself in there.
Okay, and then from there, can we just sign off, Your Honor?
Absolutely. Thank you both.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. On the record in the matter of Forsyth Finance LLC versus Anissa Kent Johnson, file number 22-01304 GC. Counsel appearance.
Scott Mancinelli for the plaintiff, P60148.
Okay, is anybody present today on behalf of Anissa Kent Johnson? Okay, once again, there is an individual here that does not have audio started. I can't confirm or deny whether or not that is Ms. Johnson. However, this matter was scheduled for a pretrial today.
I did email her with a this morning, reminding her I've been in regular email contact with her, and she did receive the email.
Okay. I'll make one more attempt to try to get this lady to start her audio. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, to the lady on the iPhone with the black shirt on, you need to unmute. And if you can't hear us, that means you clicked the wrong button. You must always hear me if my mouth is moving, but we cannot hear you. So you have to unmute, otherwise I don't know what your name is.
You talking to me, Sharpay Pruitt?
No, I have you checked in, ma'am.
There's a way for her to just call in and do audio.
Ma'am, do you have a piece of paper? Can you tell me what write your name on it so I can know what your name is? Okay, let's see. Okay, that's Miss Chambers. So as Miss Chambers, I handled your matter when you were not here or when you were not able to hear us. And you requested to have the judgment dismissed or canceled, which it was canceled because they didn't renew it timely. So the judgment is canceled, ma'am. I can't hear you, but it looks like you said thank you so much. You're all set. If you have any questions, just call my court officer and they'll get you some information, okay? Or call the clerk's office. All right, have a good one, ma'am. Okay, counsel, so Ms. Kent Johnson has failed to appear. Are you requesting a default judgment?
Yes, and bear in mind, we already have a motion to strike pending for next week, I believe, so. And I have been in communication with her. I've sent her a proposed consent judgment with a payment plan. She was thinking about it. Her address is good, that you sent her the notice of hearing, so I am requesting a default judgment for the amount stated in the complaint plus costs and the $75 attorney fee. I can email that to you today at that email address you just gave out, if that's appropriate.
Yep, that is perfect. And so default judgment will enter as to the amount stated in the complaint. Any additional matters for the record today?
No, I'm going to send that to Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
That's correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Okay, Mr. Whitty, Charles Cogan versus Christopher Vandelberg, file number 22-01444 LT. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Norman Whitty appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Charles Cogan, who's also present on the Zoom conference.
Today was the date that was set for a hearing. I see Mr. Vandelberg is present via Zoom. You can hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you met privately with Mr. Whitty, is that correct?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Okay. How are we proceeding, Mr. Whitty?
Your Honor, I'm pleased to report we've reached an agreement to enter into a conditional dismissal, if I may place the terms on the record.
You may at this time.
The parties have agreed that there is rent due in the amount of $5,000, court costs of $236.09. So the total money judgment amount would be $5,236.09. And Mr. Vandelberg would pay that amount by November 7th, 2022. He's agreed to vacate the premises, surrender possession, and turn in keys by August 31st, 2022. He understands that he could owe additional damages if there's additional amounts if there's damage to the premises. If he moves out on time and pays that amount on time, this case simply stays dismissed and it's not on his record. And I did discuss with him his rights under MCR 4.201I. He understands that he has 3 business days to seek to set this aside if he didn't understand the rights he was giving up or what he was agreeing to. And he authorized me to sign the conditional dismissal on his behalf. I have his email address so I can copy him with the conditional dismissal when we send it to the court.
Thank you, Mr. Vandelberg. Is everything that Mr. Woody shared with the court correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor, and he has my permission to go ahead and sign for me today.
Very good. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any additional matters for the record today, Mr. Woody?
Nothing further on this case, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, Mr. Vandelberg. Thank you, Mr. Woody.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Ms. Pruitt is here on a hearing. I see a Daria Kuzmenko.
Yes, correct, Your Honor.
Okay, can you please start your audio? I mean, your video. Your audio was started. Okay. It's really dark. I can't see you. There you go. Is there a Michael Davis here? Okay, I see Michael Davis. Okay, Ms. Pruitt is, are you working, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Okay, did you know that you were having a small claims hearing today?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to be able to be in a position to hold court, even if you're.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because it looks like you might work in a medical facility, so I don't want you to be in a position where you can't have a private conversation. Let's see here. And then Mr. Whitty is here on a bench trial. There is Terbury Walls. Is Rebecca Beamer here?
Okay.
Mr. Walls, can you unmute, please?
Oh, we don't want anything to happen.
No, Rebecca Beamer not here.
Okay, Mr. Whitty, do you think that this is something that you all can meet privately about and resolve, or do we need to have a bench trial today?
Your Honor, I'm always happy to meet with people and see if I can resolve things. If you could include Mr. Hermes in that group, I'd appreciate it.
I'm right here.
Okay, you can put them in a private meeting room, because I do have 2 small claims hearings. So if we're gonna have a bench trial, it's gonna be some time before we can start.
I understand.
Okay, thank you. For the record, in the matter of Daria Kuzmenko, file number, I'm sorry, versus Sharpay Pruitt, the file number is 22-00289 SC. Can I have your appearances for the record, Ms. Kuzmenko? Please state your name.
Daria Kuzmenko.
Okay, and then Ms. Pruitt, is present. Please state your name, please.
Sharpay Pruitt.
Okay, so today was the date that was set for hearing. I have Mr. Michael Davis as well. Can you state your name?
Michael Davis.
Okay, today was the date that was set for a hearing on a small claims matter. Let's see here. Looks like there's some photos that's been attached to the file. There was a hearing previously held by the magistrate on this matter, and judgment entered in the amount of $580.59 to be paid to the plaintiff.
Yeah, well.
And there was an appeal of that. And I believe this signature is from you, Mr. Emmett Davis, is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor, but I wanted to just because I just started a new job, like I'm at work right now, and I'm in the bathroom. So I just want to just set up the payment plan and just get it out the way.
Okay, well, you want to set up a payment plan? I could put you and the parties in a private meeting room, or you can do that privately. It's between you all. It's not between the court.
Yeah, I just set up yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, let me put you all in a private meeting room. Okay, individual identified as Fatisha Cortez, can you unmute, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is actually Brian Bomer. I was confused if the court was today or tomorrow.
It's tomorrow at what time?
9:30.
At 9:30 in person at the court.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem. Mr. Seneca?
Yes,
Okay, I thought we took care of your matter, did we not?
I just
think you're all
wasn't
set.
sure. Yeah, we're resolved. Thank you.
Thank you, have a good one.
You too.
Okay, I see a Zhao Wang.
Yeah, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. And you are here for a small claims.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't see anybody here for the other party yet. Let's see. Oh, there's still no waiting room here. There's another one that's there. This is Mr. Woody there in a breakout rooms. Okay. Okay, if you all come to a payment agreement or not, it doesn't sound like we need to have an appeal hearing, so you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I write it in there. They withdrew their appeal. Okay, what do I have? Case. We're on the record in the matter of Zhao Wang versus Hunter Lansing Properties, file number 22-00173 SC. Ms. Wang is here present via Zoom. There's no one present at this time on behalf of Hunter Lansing Properties. This matter was scheduled for hearing on a small claims appeal at 9:30 in the morning. It's currently 9:42. Hunter Properties has failed to appear. Looks like there was a small claims hearing held before Magistrate Milmore back on June 15, 2022. Judgment was entered and it stated that the Hunter Properties were supposed to pay $1,181.51 to Miss Zhao Zhao Wang. Looks like there was an appeal. By the defendant, and they have failed to appear. Their appeal is denied. So you're all set, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Same to you. Okay. I see Tiffany Williams and Austin Zima.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your
Good
Honor.
morning. Let's see if I can find the file again. Okay, Ms. Williams, are you here on behalf of Progressive?
I am, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. On the record in the matter of Progressive Michigan Insurance Company versus Dennis Child, file number 20-01930 GCE, counsel appearance.
Yes, again, good morning, Your Honor. Tiffany Williams on behalf of the plaintiff, P number 74809 for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Austin Zima on behalf of Mr. Childs, P number 84670.
Thank you. Today was a date that was set. It was set for a pretrial. Were you able to complete a joint pretrial statement?
Yes, we were, Your Honor.
Okay. And are you able to file that with the court, and then we can kick out a scheduling order from that?
Yes, Your Honor, we will email that to the court for filing.
Very good. You can send it to Judge Simmons Courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any additional matters today?
Not from plaintiff's perspective, no.
Not for the defense, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set then. Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you too. Take care.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of Rayvon Hermes versus Turbray Walls, file number 22-00714 LT. Counsel appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Norman Whitty appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Rayvon Hermes. He's my client's also present on the Zoom conference.
Thank you. And then Mr. Turbray Walls is present. Rebecca Beamer has failed to appear. However, it was indicated to the court back on April 19th that that was his ex-girlfriend and that she is no longer in the property. That was the date that was set for a bench trial. The parties met privately. Were you able to come to a resolution on this?
Your Honor, I'm pleased to report that we have. At the outset, I want to note that apparently we misspelled
Your device is breaking up, so I can't make out everything you're saying. Uh-oh. Mr. Whitty, you still there?
On the complaint and subsequent documents, it's Terabray, TER's money damages. The amount that the parties have agreed on is court cost.
Mr. Whitty, I don't know if you know that your device is not getting good service. So
542.
are we muted? Mr. Whitty?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm having some issues with the stability of my internet connection. Some members of my household have COVID, so I'm working from home.
Yeah, we could only hear every other word that you said.
Am I any better now?
You are.
Oh, thank goodness. We've agreed to a conditional dismissal in this case. The damages amount is $13,640. Court costs are $265.42. So the total judgment amount will be $13,905.42. Payments will be in the amount of $250 a month starting September 1st. No statutory interest will accrue while payments are being made in the current fashion. I discussed this conditional dismissal with Mr. Walls, and he agreed that I could submit that on and sign it on his behalf.
Falls, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Whitty, you said he did give you permission to sign the dismissal, conditional dismissal on his behalf?
That's correct, and I'd ask him to please confirm that on the record if he could, please.
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Whitty will be able to sign that conditional dismissal and agreement reflecting what was stated here on the record, and the amount of $13,905.42, which includes damages and court costs to be repaid in the amount of $250 per month beginning September 1st. No statutory interest will accrue while payments are being made. And you can submit that to Judge Simmons courtroom at lansingmi.gov.
Thank you, I appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for plaintiff, Your Honor. Thank you.
Any questions, Mr. Walls?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you both. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Same to you.